And we're live. Thank you for subscribing to Twitch, Discord, YouTube. Welcome to Nameless Saga. So today is a special day. This is the last Sunday continuous for this specific campaign. We're beginning a new campaign next week. They'll have new characters and everything. The only thing that's gonna be the same is their level. So yeah, just look forward to that next week. For now though, we're gonna be closing out this campaign. So you guys are in the fantasy club, correct?
Correct, Mundo.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are in like the head honcho's room, you know.
I don't remember
We
this.
just killed him. I remember.
You killed him?
Yes. Zombie killed him because he's like, what was he like, the Saint Angel Knight or something?
Okay, I think I remember that. Okay. I'm sorry, I was not taking notes because the campaign was ending. That's my fault. What else happened?
Whatever, dude. It's fine. We summoned the pestilence horses.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. You started
horses.
summoning. That's right. So Barracuda
And
now
then-
has the Horseman of Pestilence.
And then,
Yay!
And then we melded armor to Nymph's tree, dude.
Who's now MIA.
Yeah, he died. And that's what I remember. I was not taking notes either.
Okay.
I don't think we ever found out what was at the bottom of Spider Cave.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do that instead, we can totally nix what I had planned. It wasn't set in stone. If you guys want to instead go to the Spider Cave, it's 100% okay.
I guess we'll just die there instead of dying here. Let's do it.
Is that what you guys want?
Sounds great.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Real quick, Dinley, can you change your name to Frizz?
Oh, yeah.
And then Bones, can you change yours to?
What are you worried about?
Okay, good job. Okay, so we're set. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. So we're gonna cut then to Anson Cave. You guys are now at Anson Cave. You guys are standing outside. You see that it's still blockaded. We're ignoring the fact that zombie supposedly killed them all. It's currently still blockaded with just a few small holes, mainly one fist-sized hole in the top.
Sorry,
We got something that can clear this away.
My cat knows shot.
Yeah, that would do it.
Barracuda, are you riding the pestilence horse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm riding Pestilence. I don't know what advantages or disadvantages that gives me, so just tell me whenever.
You're probably gonna get sick.
Here's what's gonna happen. While you're riding it, you have distracted 10.
Yeah, it's fair.
However, so do all enemies. And any enemy. Actually, no, they don't have. Any enemy within 15 feet of you gets a guaranteed poison 2 every round. Guaranteed. No roll.
Whoa.
But you have
They just take 2 damage. Okay.
It's stacking. They get +2 poison.
Oh.
So if you just like leave the horse next to someone, they're gonna keep getting more and more poison until they're dead.
I'm digging it.
Fun.
They don't get they don't have distracted, but you have distracted. Let's say 5 actually. 10's a little harsh. Okay.
That's fine. Based on the number of souls I have currently, I have +20 efficiency to all attacks.
Okay. You guys are pretty much got to this point.
Yeah, I have like 2 billion artifacts right now, I think. Or no, Dinley has them, but I can use them.
Who's Dinley?
Frizz. His nickname did an update for me in the channel.
Okay.
Shut up.
So, you guys are standing outside. Does anyone have a way to clear this rubble?
Shockwave. Barracuda's cat.
Kitty.
Yeah, I made the cat a geomancer.
Okay. Kitty flies up and lands on the ground next to this rubble, and he kind of starts purring and he meows, and this meow is just so loud that it just starts rumbling the ground. You see this whole thing just collapse.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet the cat. Good kitty. Good kitty.
Kitty purrs.
Onward!
Yeah, why not? Wait, can the horse even?
All right. You
I'll
guys.
make some torches real quick.
Okay.
You make the torches, and how are we gonna fit pestilence?
I'll just leave pestilence
No.
outside.
If you guys want, we'll say that Pesty is a pony.
Okay,
Oh, so my feet are practically touching the ground as I ride him.
Yes.
it's a small horse of the apocalypse. I'm digging it.
Well, just so you don't have to leave the horse behind. So you have a nice, cool horse.
Yeah, like a Shetland pony.
All right, so let's go in with this pony of death.
Okay.
Violence.
Frizz hands you each a torch. He just reaches into his bag and he happened to have a handful of torches.
Cool, let's go.
Okay, you guys start entering in, and same as before, looks like a normal cave, other than the fact that the front was collapsed. You do, as you venture in, you start to notice scorch marks. And the further in, you start to see more and more scorch marks. Like when you first started, it was just it wasn't very black. It was like someone took a torch and like put it against the walls for a little bit. The further in you get, the more black it gets, until the point where you can't physically make out the walls. It's just black.
Yeah.
You can't see any of the cracks or bumps or anything.
So I knew it was a good idea to go to Froggy Village for a bit and just light the fire.
Yeah, that was a good call.
You guys get to a certain point and you notice it just stops. As you're going, the scorch marks. It's like a line of scorch.
Never mind.
You guys made it
Ignore that last
maybe,
point.
I'd say, 100 feet into the cave before the scorch marks just stop.
Well, shucks. That wasn't the plan.
Are there spider webs beyond?
You do notice about 2 to 3 feet away from where the scorch marks end, you start to see this cotton on the ground and walls and ceiling again.
Oh boy. This is annoying.
It is.
I think we're fine.
Okay, buddy. And I guess the smoke probably would have killed the spiders. I assume they need oxygen. I'm assuming this. I'm assuming that'd be a reasonable assumption.
So you guys are
Fairly reasonable.
You guys are traveling forward? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Barracuda, you notice roll perception. Critical hit.
Oh.
You notice that your horse is burning through this cotton as it walks. It's just like melting through it with every footstep.
Oh, beautiful. I'll lead, guys, since my horse is, apocalypse bringing, and it's making the cotton candy fall.
I'm okay with this.
You notice the stuff just like turns like this brown, disgusting, like goopy mess at wherever the horse steps. You have also noticed on your way here that all the grass within about a 10-15 foot radius is just turned to nothing. Like it was just turned to disgusting brown mess. So you just have a trail leading all the way to Anson Cave from Imperial City of just just brown grass.
I look forward to reading about that in history books in the next campaign about this giant swath of death that went across the country.
I mean, the world's gonna reset in like 3 days, according to God. I'm totally metagaming here. I'm just saying.
Okay. So Barracuda's leading the charge. You guys have torches. Okay. I assume you guys are stepping in the horse. Or Frizz, I assume, is just flying. Actually,
Me and Ocelot are flying.
I assume actually Servo,
Yeah,
you're flying too then.
Yeah. We're all
Froggy,
fine.
what's Froggy doing?
He's with me. He can stand on my shoulders, right?
Okay.
As long as he's not in like phase shift and get there.
Okay, then you guys are actually fine. No one's being slowed or anything. You guys taking no ill effects. Okay. Barracuda, with your nat 20, you notice something else. As you're traveling in, you hear this clicking sound, coming from up ahead.
Hey, guys, I think there may be a spider eating something or just moving around.
Ocelot's gonna fire a firebolt down. Just illuminate
Okay, go north
down.
for that. See how far it goes.
Which one?
Okay.
There you go.
It shoots down, and you see, because these things are this webbing is white, it's fairly easy to make out any obstructions. You do see this black blob on the ceiling, up ahead, maybe 30 feet.
Let me look through the artifacts. What do we got in here? Because Freeze has like a bag of them. Like,
Here's what we're gonna
all
do.
of the artifacts.
Whenever you want to pull out an artifact, 5-minute cooldown in game. You're gonna roll a d20 to see how well this artifact fits your needs.
Yep, let's do this. I'm gonna pull an artifact and see what happens. Okay.
6. Okay. You pull out this orb, and it's
Wait a minute.
and it's got this design on it, like a honeycomb design.
Hey, I've encountered orbs before as a player. This
It's-
isn't gonna end well, is it?
It's the honeycomb design is silver, whereas the orb itself, there's the honeycomb designs around the orb. The orb itself is kind of a gold color.
Is it a Pokeball?
Do Pokeballs have a honeycomb surrounding them?
It's a unique Pokeball. There was that one guy who made Pokeballs. This could be like a commission. I don't remember his name though. I think he was in the internet. Whatever. So what do I do with this thing? How do I activate it?
You want to try and
How do I
activate
do
it?
this? Yes.
Believe.
Okay. You put it in the air, and you start squeezing it, and you see it. Then you see this purple light start emitting from the hexes in the honeycomb. Your hand begins to tingle.
Okay, yep, in the bag it goes.
Okay, bring it back.
Get in. I'm done with that.
You got to put it back in the bag, but it's stuck to your hand.
Wait, no. Oh god.
It will not come off. You try to put it back in the bag, and it just will not release from your hand.
Oh god. what
It's
did I
like
do?
it's like
the
your hand is
purple
glued
light
to it.
enough-
What was that?
Is the purple light enough to illuminate the object that we saw?
No, it's like it's a very light glow. It's not bright at all.
Wait, I'll
Okay.
choose phase shift. There we go. Easy peasy.
Okay,
It has to
you-
fall, right?
You phase shift, and it does fall to the ground.
Okay, don't touch that. Don't touch.
What
that.
happens to Froggy?
Oh yeah, he falls down
Oh,
too.
he falls down, and he falls on the orb.
Dang it, no, Froggy! Oh god.
His hand's now stuck to the orb, and he looks up at you. Hey, I don't feel so good. What is this?
No, no. I wouldn't. How do I get this thing off him? How does anyone get this
Mr.
thing
Servo,
off him?
I don't want to die, Mr. Servo. Mr. Servo, I don't
Well-
want to die.
I'm sorry, pal, but you know how it is. Gotta make sure the population's all set and good.
He's currently this orb is about the same size as him. It's fairly large. It's about the size of a cantaloupe. He's currently dragging it on the ground, and it's
I'm gonna get out of this phase shift. I'm gonna pick him up, not the orb, him.
okay.
And
The orb is
fuck.
now dangling from him. He's oh, what are you doing? It's hurting. Oh! It's currently dangling. You hear a snap as his shoulder just
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, his
This
shoulder
was
just-
very stupid.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Someone could amputate it.
Hey, I mean, I guess that's an option, but how about we save that as a
I
last
think
resort?
it's the best option at this point.
Is it really though?
You see these black veins growing up his arm.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, look
okay,
at
yeah,
that.
okay.
It's
yeah,
that
oh, yeah,
smart, dude.
cut it off, cut it off.
Cut it off right now.
I don't have a sword. Who's gonna cut it off?
I'll shoot it off.
Okay.
I can slice it.
What did I
So
learn?
who's doing it? Who's doing the deed?
I'll slice
Okay, go and roll for it.
with -5, right?
Yeah.
Good thing I have +15.
Okay. So it's total of
15 higher than that, so 26.
no. Wait, it's 15 before or after the -5.
15 after the -5.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you slice off his arm. You see this.
God,
You now see this purple blood just spurting out of his.
Oh god, this was a 6.
This was a terrible plan. I have nothing to do now. I can't help him.
This was a 6, not a 1.
You have to keep in mind these are all. These aren't just like powerful artifacts, and most of them are demonic in nature.
is fair. Okay. This frog. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I mean, do this, Jeremiah. I'm sorry. Oh,
I
I
don't.
just want to kill this.
You see his what was his hand? It begins growing a new body.
Let's see how this plays out, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Ocelot to eat
Okay.
I would highly advise against this.
Go ahead and roll
but
for
to be
the
fair,
it. He'll be
eating.
fine, trust me.
I mean,
Okay.
don't
Trust
take
me.
my.
Ocelot, I'm gonna give him advantage because he is A, larger, and B, made. He's a carnivore. He comes up and he just starts munching down on this very, very tiny bodied frog with a large arm. He just munches down on one bite and just eats it down to the hand, then begins like gnawing the hand at the orb. There's nothing left, and he just burps.
Okay. No, that was scary. Not going to do that for a while being 10 minutes.
You guys hear his clicking sound getting closer.
I'm
Has it been
just
5
gonna
minutes?
fire some arrows towards that clicking sound.
Just randomly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bound to hit eventually.
I have a -20 for being blind, correct?
Correct.
Or for not being able to see it.
Right.
Actually, -15. Thank
But
you
it
very
crits
much.
on everything above a 3.
Right. So you're gonna roll right now. As long as you roll, regardless of what you get, is above a 3. Okay, that's a critical hit. So here's what happens: you fire an arrow, and you fire an arrow, and the thing you hear it land and hit something. Like you hear it dive into flesh. You can hear the sound. You then hear the scurry sound, and the clicking gets further away, and then your arrow just keeps firing. The bow just keeps firing. You're not firing anymore. You're just holding it, and it just keeps firing arrows straight down the cave. You feel like they're all locking onto this thing as it's running away. It's non-stop. It's just shooting. You feel like it's probably running faster than the arrows or something, and so they're just chasing it, and it's just amassing more and more because of the fact that they keep firing, and he's getting further away, so they keep firing. So there's just more and more arrows coming at it.
Is there like an eye on the bone? Is there like a skull that I can like poke or?
What do you mean?
I want it to stop. I'm gonna like insult the thing to make it.
I don't think it's alive. I think it's just like
No,
shooting a bunch of
it's alive.
Wait, could I possess it?
You want to possess the bow?
No.
Bad idea.
Yeah, that is a terrible idea. I'm not going to do it. I'm just curious. If, in theory, I could.
Yeah, I guess there would be a skull, right where you hate. I guess you would be notching the arrows in like right next to the skull, or like yeah.
I like slap the skull
That is
and I
bad.
say, "Hey, stop! It's gone."
Roll intimidation.
Oh, God.
9.
Okay. It begins chattering its teeth and it stops. It just stops and you see the last arrow fly out. About. Anyway, no, actually no. It stops.
Alright. So, we're done. Probably. Very dead.
There's like 17 at least of arrows following it around. It's dead at some.
So, let's just continue.
Isn't the frog still bleeding from his hand stump?
Yes.
I thought we ate him.
No, we ate the
No,
hand.
he ate the hand.
Oh, just the hand? Oh,
The hand that's connected to the glowing honeycomb orb?
has it been 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine. It's been 5 minutes. Your
I'm
frog's
gonna try to
currently.
find-
He looks very sickly. He's turned from
gonna
a
try to
bright
find-
green to now a pale
Oh,
green.
God. Alright, I'm gonna find an artifact to heal this guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll. See how lucky you are.
I'm not
11.
very lucky.
Okay. You reach in and you pull out what seems like a washcloth.
I rub it on him.
Okay. This is the Shroud of Turin.
What?
You know what that is, do you?
The burial shroud for Jesus.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear what he said.
Shroud of Turin.
Death. Oh, all right. That. That works,
You
I guess.
you rub it on the frog, and instantly a new hand just like pops out of his little stub. You see blood just splatter everywhere from the hand, from the force of the hand just popping out of his arm.
Oh God, what have I done?
Congrats, you just made him Namekian regrow a limb.
It's okay. We're good. Is he okay? Is he like?
He looks up at you and he grabs the turn from you and begins rubbing it on him. Oh man, this feels great, thank you!
There we go. We're fine.
He wraps it
We
around
are
himself like a
set for
cape,
life.
and he's now wearing
There we go.
the turn as a cape.
Isn't it like really big for him since it was?
No, it was
designed for...
it's a washcloth.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
I mean, it drags on the ground, but it's like the perfect size cape.
Alright. That is fair.
Well, it probably regenerates health or something, so let's have him keep wearing that.
Yeah, that's all his.
I'm Super Frog! And then he starts running forward.
I would do no. Okay, I'm gonna grab him. Like the cape.
Okay, you grab him by the cape and you see him still trying to run forward, just almost ignoring the fact that you're holding onto the cape. And he acts like he's still running. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get these guys!
I'm going to like allow him to. You know what? I'm gonna let go. Let's see what happens.
Okay, you let go and he starts running forward. He immediately gets caught in the webs.
Perfect. Alright, I'm going to pull him out now.
Okay,
And we're gonna move forward.
okay.
Somehow.
Use that strength, man.
You don't have to roll for it. You pull him out. He
It's a frog.
yeah. Okay. You pull him out and he goes, oh, that was not a good idea.
Honestly, but I've had.
He
worse
points down the
ideas,
cave.
honestly.
Onward!
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, let's continue down the cave.
Okay. You guys continue going down the cave, and you guys see this trail of, on the walls as you're traveling. You see this trail of what looks like melted webbing. It's like a line where it just melted.
Maybe that was from the arrows or the spider. Probably both, actually.
I think the spiders have acid blood, so I think one died here.
No, it's like a line. No, it's not like a splatter. It's like a line, going just straight down the
Oh,
wall.
okay.
Well, the one was running after I hit it with an arrow.
There we go. Let's continue onward.
Okay. You guys continue onward, and you notice that this trail gets it gets wider and wider the further you go. You then stop and you see a pile, not one, but like 4 of these spider-looking things, just upside down with their legs curled.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're huge.
Hey, you did that. Good job. I'm saying to the bone.
Its teeth chatter.
It's speaking the language of the dead? Maybe. Maybe it just doesn't have vocal cord. I don't.
You guys do notice that the webbing around this pile of corpses is melted. There is nothing left.
You think we could take a corpse and just melt out like a path as
I
we're
mean, the
going?
horse is doing that, so we really don't.
The horse only does it in its footsteps, though.
It's fair. I mean, well, I mean, that's enough, right? Like, he's the only one that needs to walk. We just fly. I mean, if you want to, I don't see an issue with it.
Can we just tie him onto the horse and have him drag?
Ooh,
through the
yeah,
land?
yeah. I'll drag some corpses.
You guys are making a plow? A web plow?
But wouldn't pestilence rot the corpses? Like, yeah, they're dead, but like, I don't know.
10-foot radius, so if you have a rope longer than 10 feet.
But like, I don't know. That's true.
I have a 10-foot rope.
Okay, that's perfect. That's just outside the radius. Okay, so you can tie exactly one to the... Are you just like tying it to the leg?
Like, is there not a saddle?
Oh no, I'm talking about on the spider.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just around,
I
like,
believe Barracuda
leg
put
or
the
something.
demon saddle on it, correct?
Yes, I did put the demon saddle on.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgot about that.
I don't know what that did.
I mean, I would
think
say,
it threw.
I'm pretty sure that the pestilence is stronger than demon saddle. So I guess that the saddle would have been converted to a pestilence saddle.
It's probably
Okay.
Gross. Probably like rotten leather or something. I don't know.
No, it's made of demon skin.
That's not any better. It's like you.
It's very comfortable. Okay.
Is it really comfortable though?
He's emo, so it doesn't matter. He's in like
Yeah,
heaven
it's
right
fair.
now. I mean, he's always
Alright,
walking
well,
around this
let's
black cloak. I mean, what do you expect?
Am I never dirty stone?
Yeah, he's. I mean, he's always talking about death and always souls and stuff. He's 100% emo.
Yeah, it's true.
He's going through a
Hey,
phase.
let's just continue. I want to go down this cave. I want to see the treasure.
It's not a phase. This is how I am now, Mom.
He says to the GM.
Okay.
I'm gonna also have my cat pick up one of the corpses and like drag it like how a cat would have a mouse in its mouth.
By which part of the body?
Let's go with the leg.
Okay, good
Alright,
choice.
yeah.
Legs don't have blood. Okay.
That's easy.
Okay, so I guess you guys are just kind of like making like a plow, putting the spiders next to each other and dragging.
Sounds like the plan, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you guys drag, and instantly the webbing you notice is just disintegrating below these things. You do just notice one other thing for his roll perception. Oh, is that 2 in a row? That is 2 in a row. Oh, it's
That's
not.
two in a
Almost.
row.
Ouch. These are not arachne. They do not have human top halves. They are just large spiders.
Okay.
Whatever.
There's so many distractions. I want to get to the bottom of this. See what
As
the
we're
treasure is.
walking,
Mhm.
or I guess not walking, just moving,
Mhm.
I ask Barracuda, so are you like one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse now? Is that what your job is?
They always said dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. I now have the job that I want.
Well, I mean, you're pestilence, not death. I mean, maybe you are death, but I'm pestilence horse.
Yeah, well, there's with a horse, with the people when they get sick and poison and whatnot, they die. So that's fine. I'm cool with this.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But would you rather be? Like,
Did I ever
actually
mention there was
death?
like a horde of flies just following Barracuda around right now?
You never mentioned that.
Oh, yeah, there's a horde of flies just non-stop, just like buzzing around him.
Alright.
Good thing we're in a spider cave.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna kill the spider so.
It's very, very annoying, by the way. They're just like landing on you and like flying around. There's at least like 10.
I could probably find an artifact that could kill all the flies, but probably everything else in the process.
Are you gonna reach into the bag?
No.
Okay.
We'll see what happens next time I cast Shockwave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're flying, so I doubt.
You guys get to the end of the cave part, and you're now in a large cavern like opening. Like, it's just a huge cavern. You notice it's just full of webs, but not just like surrounding the walls and ground and ceiling and stuff. It also surrounds. They string from like a normal spider web.
All right. So, how are we gonna deal with this?
We
Fires-
could commit a commotion and have them come to us.
I mean, yeah. I
You guys
guess we
hear
could do that.
clicking coming from every direction.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to just see if I can hit one of them.
You're just gonna fire an arrow.
Yeah, fire vaguely towards the clicking.
Okay. Well, it's coming from every direction, so you're just like firing randomly.
Sure.
Okay. Critical hit. You hit something, and the arrow just keeps firing. It fires about 4 arrows, and then you just hear this thump.
I could probably try to pull an object from this bag that could. Like,
You then
act as
hear
a
all the
weapon.
clicking converge on the spot where you heard the thump coming from.
Well, then
I
let's
get to-
fire a salvo over there.
Yeah, let me pull out like an explosive from the bag. Explosive artifact.
Okay, go and roll. See what we get.
Actually, wait a minute. No, that's a bad idea. We're in a cave. Ignore that.
Well, I mean, okay. Essentially, all you're rolling to see is how useful the item is.
All right, but I don't want it to be explosive because
Okay.
we're in a cave.
What is
Well,
your goal
well.
here?
Probably something that could kill all those spiders. Like, not too much effort.
Okay. You reach in and you find this bag of you're not sure what it feels like, powder, like sand.
Fucking sand.
You should sprinkle some on you. Sprinkle some on you. See if you get +2.
I don't think it's pixie dust, pal. I'm just throw it in the direction of the click.
It's sand. How are you gonna throw it? You gonna throw the whole thing?
I'm gonna get like a handful and just like,
Have you never thrown sand before? You know what happens when you throw sand?
yeah, it's a powder. It's been powdered.
Okay.
Just throw the
It
bag
goes like
and
2
I'll
feet,
shoot.
maybe.
Okay, you take a handful of the sand, you throw it, and it just makes a cloud in front of you. It does nothing else but make a cloud. It just rains down on you
Throw
guys.
the bag. Throw the bag now.
Fine, I'll throw the bag at the spiders.
Okay, you
Whatever.
throw the bag.
Once it lands, I'm gonna shoot it.
Oh, okay. Go and roll for that.
Sounds good.
Airburst. Go for the
Yeah, are you
airburst.
shooting in the air or on the ground?
Yeah, I'm going for the airburst.
Okay.
For the style.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He shoots it right. He goes, okay, I got this, guys, and he shoots it literally right after you throw it. He goes, oh, I missed. Hits the bag, explodes right on top of you guys. You guys start to form these blisters all over your skin.
I'm going to immediately phase shift.
Okay. Oh, you don't have skin, so you don't really have to. You're not really.
Yeah.
Okay, you phase
I don't
shift.
care.
Your froggy falls to the ground. He goes, no.
Dang it, I forgot about this stupid...
I'm going to take a sip. No, a whole drink from my diet holy water.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you're waiting for the cloud to disperse, not during.
Yeah, I would fly out. I would try to disperse it and fly out with my wings.
Okay.
So this is just mustard gas. That's all this is.
Oh no. Oh no. Barracuda, you notice no ill effects to your horse. In fact, your horse seems to
Oh, it's just
enjoy
black.
this.
It's just the black. Okay.
Oh, great. I'm gonna just pet the horse. He's a good horse.
He's a good horsey. Servo, this is essentially anthrax.
Oh.
Oh, that's much better. Much better.
Oh boy. Oh me. Oh my. I knew it was some kind of illness after you said pestilence was ridiculous.
Oh, he's loving it. Pesty is loving it. I'm calling him Pesty from now on.
Okay. Well, now I'm scared. For all of you. I'm sorry. I mean, this could have worked if it landed into spiders, but we're fine. This is fine.
So what are you guys doing now that you got these blisters forming on your skin?
First, I'm gonna drink my diet holy water.
Okay. You start drinking it, and you notice that your skin was currently burning and like turning this bright red. That recedes. The blisters remain.
Okay. Well, wait. We have the frog is wearing. Just rub it on the best.
Oh, actually, yeah. Your frog. He like puts the cape over himself. It's like a shield, and he's fine.
Yeah, I assume as much because he's wearing the thing.
I'm just gonna tough it out.
You're gonna tough out anthrax.
That seems like a bad idea. Like that in the long
Famous
run.
last words.
Tough out the anthrax. Oh, that's the best.
Should I get the funeral ready? I know a guy.
Do you have a funeral shroud for me? I might need to wear.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the thing off the frog and I'm gonna rub it on the hand.
Okay. Frizz is no longer hurting. He just has blisters.
I'll rub it on Barracuda first, then Frizz.
Okay. You walk up to Barracuda, and he's literally down to the bone. You just walk over and just a skeleton.
Oh.
This is fine.
I didn't. I guess I'll.
You do see melted skin just like dripping down. It's disgusting. Barracuda
okay,
has
I
not
guess I'll
noticed
go
this.
Frizz.
He seems fine.
Okay, I'll just let this happen. Frizz, I'm gonna rub this on you.
Frizz is in the air. He would have flown pretty high in the air, I would assume.
Well, he can fly to me, can't he?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You can fly.
I
That's
see
right.
just
Okay.
float.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Float up, and then he starts rubbing the. As he does, you see the blisters just start disappearing. Like the second they touch it, it's like they were never there. He just rubs it on you, and the blisters just are gone.
Alright, and then I'm gonna give
Alright, now we can do this the right way.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
give
gonna fire to where all the clicking converged.
Okay.
And this time, it's not gonna be a critical fail.
Okay.
the one thing you can't roll. It's not critical.
Okay. You fire an arrow, and it fires 4 more, and you then hear more clicking converge on that spot.
Didn't you say the arrows penetrated anything in their path?
Oh, did I?
I thought you said that. I didn't actually write down what you...
Right,
what
and
the
neither did I because
artif-
the campaign's ending. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh. Okay, you now have essentially a minigun of arrows just firing. Yeah, you just see the skull of the on the bow is just shooting arrows out of its mouth, just every maybe, I'd say 2 a second.
That's cool.
Those really going to town. I'm going to have the cat and myself cast Shockwave on the impact site of where those arrows are.
Range?
15 feet is the range on
You gotta
both of
get
those.
closer.
Okay, so I'll move closer.
Okay.
Before you go, Barracuda, can I just tell you something?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
You're a skeleton. You should look at your hand.
Oh. I'm all bones. We had a party member that was like a skeleton before.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm just holding the bow in one hand and like scratching my head with the other.
You remember
Well,
getting a
that's
letter
right.
from Bones at one point saying that he was having fun in his at the Mages Guild. You then got another letter
No,
about 2 days later from the guild saying that he had killed himself by casting a magical spell he did not know how to use.
I thought I just like flunked like immediately.
Oh no,
and then
you
I
died.
dropped out of
You
college.
died miserably.
That sounds like a bones thing.
I mean, yeah,
Your character crit failed on casting a spell they didn't know how to use.
I thought I just dropped out and failed miserably and then lived on the streets for a while.
You technically dropped out. Dropped out by way of death.
Alright, well, Boris is dead. Rip Boris. I guess. Well, anyway...
So do you want to rub me with the cape?
I don't think it'll do anything. I think you're long gone.
Well, I can still do stuff. So
Barracuda,
I mean,
you do
fine.
notice a connection to the horse you're currently riding.
That's fine.
yeah, I think the horse makes me not immediately dead, but I probably shouldn't get off the horse without wearing the shroud, just as a guess.
Yeah, I would be scared. I guess you're just permanently riding him now. I mean, nothing's changed. You always ride your horse everywhere.
This is.
So, what changed, realistically?
I'm
So
less pretty.
You're now a centaur, pretty much.
Oh boy. Well, has it been 5 minutes? Can I pull another artifact out of the bag?
Yeah, you Frizz is still firing these arrows, and you guys hear. So after the first thump, you heard a bunch of clicking converge, and there was a bunch of clicking from that one spot. There's still clicking coming from everywhere. The more Frizz was firing these arrows, the more clicking converged on that spot. You now hear barely any clicking coming from the walls and ceiling. It's now mainly focused on that one spot.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going closer.
Okay.
Well, wait. I want to try to pull like an object that will really light up the room, more than like
Okay.
20 feet.
Go ahead. Okay, go and roll for it.
Wait. R, my favorite number.
Okay.
Oh, of course. It's
You
the
pull
one with,
out
like,
what looks like a torch.
I'll light the torch.
Okay. You light the torch. Instantly, all the flames that go blaze.
Wait a minute. This probably wasn't my smartest idea. Huh.
So wait, everything is on fire.
Not everything. I'd say so. There's about a 10-foot radius where nothing's on fire, and then everything's on fire. Everything.
Huh. Oopsies. Per usual.
Bones.
On the plus side, we aren't on fire.
No,
Bones.
we're safe,
This torch is lit by hellfire.
Huh. Oops. Didn't mean to do that one. Can
You guys
Can I
can clearly
walk
now see the
forward?
layout of the cave. You guys see a bunch of large spiders and about a 10-foot tall pile. You guys see a bunch of them feasting on the other spiders from the outside, and Frizz is still shooting them all. And they keep piling up more, and then more spiders like climb on and start eating the ones that just died.
Can I walk forward and like have the radius move with me?
The radius is the entire cave.
Alright. Is there anything inside the cave then, like treasure?
You do notice one thing. You see atop a so this place for the most part seems to be naturally formed, with the exception of you see a wooden what do you call that? Like so you see two wooden poles going up from the ground. So you guys start looking up, and then you see a platform at the end of this, maybe 15 feet in the air. On top of it, you see a throne made of wood. It's currently all on fire, by the way. On that throne, you
Yeah.
see what looks like an arachne wearing a crown. Though she does not have hands, her hands are instead like spider legs. So she
I
has
assume I.
she has 6 spider legs on her abdomen thing, and then 2 for hands, like for arms.
And I just lit her on fire. My bad.
Right.
Oops.
So
I,
maybe turn that off.
I don't know how. Can I put it out somehow?
Lick your fingers and then
You can
grab the top.
you grab the
I
top
don't
of a
think that'll
torch.
work.
Interesting.
I
Barracuda got a
don't
lot of
think it's
interesting
gonna.
ideas today. From just waiting out anthrax to, licking a torch.
Extinguishing a torch with your fingertips. Oh yeah, that's good.
So how am I gonna put out Hellfire? Any suggestions?
Holy water.
I toss him my canteen with one more serving of diet holy water.
Okay.
I will pour that on the fire then.
Okay. It instantly goes out. As it does, you see all the other fire just smother instantly.
Okay, that went better than planned.
So how many were left?
Spiders?
Like of the normal guys? Yeah, spiders.
Large spiders. You saw. So there was the pile was about 10 feet in diameter and about 10 feet tall. It was just a big pile of spiders, and more were climbing on to eat the ones that just died. There's a lot. There was too many spiders for you guys to count. You guys saw more currently moving towards. Actually, before the fire started, you saw a bunch more moving towards the pile.
As I'm continue to fire the arrows, I yell out, "Hey, spider lady, do you can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying?"
You address me?
Yeah, I do.
You get
He
no
does.
response.
Well, what's like we're killing all you guys down here, so like do you have any treasure for us or something?
You hear coming from right next to your ear, almost right after you say that, you come to my cave and you demand from me.
I'll turn the bow towards the sound.
Okay, go and roll for that. Okay. You turn, as you're turning, you turn and you shoot Barracuda a bunch of times, because you just started turning. You didn't. It doesn't stop firing, and then you start.
And rude.
Barracuda, you now have a bunch of arrows stuck inside of your bones.
Congratulations. I really like my high defense.
You also, Frizz, you go to turn, and the spider's no longer there.
Oh is it still like locked onto the others? Can it still just like?
Oh
curve
yeah, I guess
shots at
actually,
them?
yeah, I guess it would have. So what would have happened is it would have shot past Barracuda, so it would have went through his bones and then turned to shoot them. I guess, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I just turn and she's not there.
Yeah, you turn and they're like they're like curving up around you. She's not there.
So can someone watch my back while I finish off these guys? I'm sort of just like casually doing it right now. But I feel like I don't want to get mauled by an arachne here.
That's a good plan. I'll go and stand by Frizz.
Okay.
But yeah, we was asking for treasure. Cause we came down here before and it was
So roll perception.
No.
Zero, buddy. Okay, he's gone.
Buddy old pal.
He is AFK. One might say he's JFK. I wouldn't say that. Okay. Well, he's not rolling for perception then. Okay, so Bearker, you're just watching his back.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm keeping a lookout.
Okay. Roll perception. This has nothing to do with what I was telling Bones to roll for. Actually, it does.
13.
You notice Bones is currently or I should say Servo. Servo's currently looking around. Something's missing.
I look around for my cat.
Your cat's just right next to your face when you turn your head.
Perfect. Everything that needs to be here is here.
Everything that needs to be here is here, okay. Okay, yeah, that's fair. You then hear coming from... It kind of echoes throughout the chambers. Your friend was delicious!
Which guy is he talking about? Is
It's the frog!
Ah, well, I don't really care about that.
Exactly. Everything that needs to be here was already here.
Like, come right now next to me, like, below my feet or something.
Roll perception. You get no response from your pet.
Okay. I'm gonna, do I have any idea of how many more crappy spiders are left?
Let's just say they're all dead.
Okay. Arachne is going to fall victim to an embarrassing but harmless situation.
Okay.
Perfect.
You then hear you hear her speaking again from the cavern, just echoes. These are so good. You then hear her throwing up.
I think the frog didn't agree with her.
I'm gonna start lock on to her
To the sound?
and
Okay.
fire
Okay, go on for
salvo.
it. Okay, that's above a 3. Okay. You fire the arrow and you hear a thump, and then the arrow keeps firing. You notice the first one hits. You hear another one hit something fleshy. Then you start hearing the arrows keep flying, but you see them start curving. The first ones just went straight. You now see them start curving, and they start forming like a. They just keep curving. Actually, you just see them start curving at increasing degrees. You feel like the thing's running away from the arrows.
Okay.
It then does fall to the ground and starts puking again, and it does get struck by the arrows. It's now dead.
The conversation that you had with her earlier, I don't think she wanted to give you any treasure.
Well, now we can take the treasure. Yeah, well, yeah, that's about it, I guess.
We should look around and see if there's any other bad guys before we search for clues for treasure.
I'm gonna yell for Ocelot again.
Okay. You hear a very faint squeal coming from where the Arachne was.
I'm gonna take the washcloth. I don't know about that. Can I roll like something to see if it would hurt Ocelot?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You can roll Arcana or Beast, your choice.
Okay, I'll roll Beast.
Okay.
That's a 21.
This is definitely a holy item, and it would 100% not help him.
Okay.
Would putting him
well,
on pestilence help? Or the demon saddle? Or pestilence saddle? I don't know. Let's roll to find out, right?
also, yeah, I also want to roll for the Apple of Life.
Oh, okay. Go
Figure
for
out
that.
if that.
Same thing, Arcana or Beast.
15.
Okay.
No, 14.
This is not holy, it is divine. This would not cause ill effects.
Okay, I'm just gonna give him a little fly over there and give him a little nibble from the apple.
Okay. You see, you fly over there and you see he currently has like a large chunk from his abdomen missing. You feed him a piece of the apple and he slowly chews it. He's definitely very close to death. He chews it and you then see his side begin slowly growing back. The blood ceases, the blood flow.
It's gonna be alright, buddy. We're just gonna take some treasure out of here and we'll be fine.
I could try to pull an
Oh,
artifact.
oh,
that
look
would-
who's back. Froggy's dead.
Well,
You weren't here to roll
Okay.
perception, and he was eaten.
okay.
I saw you looking around, and then I looked around for my cat, and my cat was there, and I was happy, and that was all I needed.
Wait, I thought I gave him the thing.
Yeah, but then remember you brought it up to Frizz.
And then I said I'd give it back to him.
Oh, you did? Well, even so, she ate him. So,
That's a fair point. Yeah, no reviving this one, I would think. Alright. I tried to pull an artifact to help heal the cat a bit faster, I guess. So it's not all also allowed me.
oh, he's already healed.
Faster
You
heal.
gave him the apple.
I was slow, sorry.
You going to pull something? Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
Well, I don't want to pull anything out.
You sure?
If you were... Okay, fine, I'll pull something out. I don't even know what I want.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it. Okay, you pull something out.
Cool. What is it?
A bag of sand.
Wait a second, I've been through this before. I don't think I should use this. At least not in front of us. Last time I used this, we got anthrax. What do you got?
I'm still fine. There was no problem with the anthrax.
Why don't I stand here and defend the ocelot in case any other spiders decide to show up, and you guys just collect up the treasure?
You know, put the bag, like... Oh,
When the room went aflame, you guys noticed dead bodies, like not down to nothing but the skeleton, scattered throughout. You noticed they were, they had their clothes like torn open, as well as their bags just sitting next to them.
Bags that could contain loot. Probably not much, though. I doubt there's anything in this one.
You should just shove your ghost hand through the bags and feel around inside of them for loot.
I feel like I could just, like, open the top and do that.
Well, that's not nearly as fun.
You make a fair point, but the problem is I would have to... Actually, no. Well, I mean, yeah, I could use Incorporeal, but that's a waste of 10 mana, so no. I'll just do that later. I guess I don't know what to do with this bag of sand, though, which is probably anthrax. Actually, no, wait, how many bags of anthrax can there be? I don't know.
As many as you believe that there are.
That is a fair point. The more I believe in anthrax, the stronger it gets. Oh boy.
So what are you guys doing?
We'll go to the loot, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. You guys come out with about 10G in gold.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
We can pay for Gull's mental health care now.
Just get him into a retirement home, you know. Really
I
tiny.
think with this money, we should move to a new place and start a new life. I've been hearing a lot.
I'd like that.
About a city called Kashmir. I heard it's nice.
What is I've never heard. What
Okay,
is
here's again. We're gonna epilogue. You guys take this gold and you leave, and knowing that the Knight's Order wants you guys dead, you start a new life, and you get facial reconstruction surgery. Frizz gets a little more construction surgery going on than everyone else. Actually, Servo gets a little more too. Actually, all of you really get a lot.
I'm a ghost, though.
I'm a skeleton at this point, so that's fun.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, only one person is really in any.
Okay, fine. Here's what happens. You guys go through a new procedure that vows that they can transfer your consciousness and soul, actually just your consciousness, into a new body, but you lose all memories.
Why would I want that? I'm a ghost.
Make your new character, you goober.
See,
Fine.
there you go. We're tying it together. Full circle.
Full circle with a complete like
Yeah, I was my new
bullshit
character is a
rule.
robot.
Like this makes no sense at all.
Yeah, wow, this is
Perfect.
ooh. My character kind of relies on being a totally separate character.
Yeah, you're fine. You're
Servo.
fine, Servo. You don't have really. Your consciousness is transferred into a robot. You're fine.
But the thing is, we kind of had backstories.
False memories. Everything's a lie. It's the Matrix.
Dang it. Well,
And it was all a dream.
This is a weird
Okay,
ending.
fine.
I don't
Tell you
like
what. Fine. You guys wake up from a collective dream. This was all. Actually, no. Actually, even better. I got a better idea. You guys finish your campaign. Your characters in the new campaign. We're playing D&D within this campaign, and this was your guys' campaign. You guys got tired of playing D&D, so you guys throw away all your boards and everything, and you're done. Now you're gonna go on some adventuring. Happy?
Yes, perfect. That's the best.
Amazing.
What did that bag of sand do?
10 out of 10.
That bag of
Was that
that bag of
actually
sand
anthrax?
was holy sand. You got a 19, bro.
It could have been anthrax.
What is holy sand? What the hell is holy
It's
sand?
sand from. It's the
It's
sand.
anti-anthrax.
It's the
It
sand
makes
of
your
time.
bones stronger. What would that have done if I like thrown it or something? Would that
Rewind
just
wounds.
screw
I don't know.
Yes, I'm gonna pour salt on and sand on some wounds. Yeah, that'll sound good. It's a good idea.
It's the sand of time. Screw you. Thank you for anyone listening live on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. Next week is the new campaign, so look forward to that for anyone's listening. Special thank you to Zombie and Bunch first patrons. Special thank you to all the admins who help with everything, and hope to see you guys next time.